You can probably see the screwdriver in the oil there as well, as you do. Never mind, eh? Hey guys, welcome back to another Sorted George from Down Under the Dash. Right, after doing the brakes in the last video, I've decided to have a nose up underneath here, see what we've got going on. I've just been putting a bit of the old WD-40 just to sort of try and free up this mechanism here for the parking brake. Just to liven it up a bit. Right, we've got windscreen wipers, or lack of. As you can see, it's there, but it's not attached. This one up here is seized solid, but the other one, where are we? There he is. This one, as you can hear outside, that's going to work lovely. So it's just that one there that needs to be de-seized. So I'm going to have to undo those two bolts and pull that out. Probably have to undo that screw and then just move the fuse box out of the way just so I can get to it a bit better. What else did we discover? Brake light switch. As you can see here, there's the actual switch, but for whatever reason it doesn't actually touch the brake pedal. It's nowhere near, so that needs to have an adjustment or a new one or whatever else. We saw it looks like it's bent away there, but it's hitting on this thing here, so yeah, something else to be sorted. There you go, Sorted George. What else we got? Stereo. I've just seen this. We got a nut. Oh, for crying out loud. Any more in there? Yeah. We've got another one. I mean, come on, I know I'm nuts, but this is ridiculous. Wow. There's obviously been some sort of a rodent in here briefly. Decided to store these away. Oh, wow. Oh, well, there you go. Any more? I don't think so. It's pretty tiny up underneath here, I must admit. It's, you know, rot-free. Believe me, my 74 was dreadful up underneath here. It was absolutely rotten. On a 74... satellite Supreme Plus, I'd turn into a Roadrunner clone, and it was bloomin' rotten up underneath here. Need a new master cylinder. As you can see, that's dripping brake fluid down the bulkhead here. Right, wipers. Let's go underneath the hood. Right, wipers. For whatever reason, this has been cut or broken or whatever else, and also I can see here the little thin, I don't know what that is, earth wire resistor. I ain't got a clue. There's another one there, and then obviously there's this one here. But yeah, so I see that's broke, and this has been cut away from there, so that's going to need to be repaired. So that's obviously another reason why the wipers weren't working. What else did we discover? I found a few useless bits of wire that was coming up through here, so I've taken all that lot out. Yeah, wipers, I've shown you this before, obviously, but that was the one that was squeaking like anything. You can see where I've just been messing about with it. But this one is the one that is seized solid. It really does not want to budge, so I shall undo that and take it out and de-seize it. Sorted, George. Right, let's see what else. Oh, that was the other thing. When I was down doing the brakes, I didn't notice it until I was playing the video back. If you have a look here, you can see that the fuel gauge wire isn't attached, so that's obviously why the fuel gauge doesn't work. Yeah, right, let's crack on with a few bits, shall we? Sort of, George. Right, first job, let's drain the oil. As you can see, it's down on the side there, because obviously it's a slant 6, so it's a bit in, you know, pissed, hence slant 6. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jack up the passenger side just to help tilt the engine over more upright, seeing as the nuts on this side. So we should get 99.9% of it out. As we do, here we go. Right, let's give it a go, and hopefully I won't drop the nut in there like I did last time. Shit, I didn't want to do that, right? It is what it is. If I do, can't be helped. Right. Well, I can smell the petrol. It's a bit thicker than what was coming out of the Polara that time. But wow, I can smell the fuel. Wow, definitely smell the fuel. Good God. Right, we should let that drain out. Let's crack on. Wow, that is strong. Right, let's clean up that area. Put the nut back on, and now what we got to do is get the oil filter off, and it's one of these that's upside down, which is a pain in the derriere, but never mind. So right, let's just move that over and catch whatever and take the oil filter off. Right, after much messing about trying to get this thing undone, you can probably see the screwdriver in the oil there as well, as you do. Never mind, eh? Let's see what comes out of here and what mess comes out of here as well. Fancy having an oil filter upside down. Dreadful. Empty. Well, it is a Fran filter, I suppose. Not saying that I don't like them, but I don't like them. There you go. Sorted, George. pH 16, eh? Okay. Cool, yeah, that's as fuely as you like. So, I'm wondering why there was no oil in that came out. Surely there should have been oil in that. Unless that's why the oil filter light was on, because it wasn't going through there properly. You never know. I would have thought something would have come out of there. I can see something that's come out of there. The ring. Huh. Oh, well, there you go. I have to get that off. It's down there somewhere. Let's go hunting. As you do. Right, I got the oil ring from the filter. Cheerio. And also, I got out the oil pressure switch. That fought me every step of the way. It did not want to come out. Never mind, still. And what I did find out as well is, let's bring that over here. The oil pressure switch that I've got is a different thread, so I'll have to get another one. So what I'll do, just for now, I will clean that up, put it back in again, plug the hole. So at least the hole's plugged. I'll clean that out. I got some cleaner, but I'll have to order another one. Unfortunately, it's a different size. Never mind, this is what it is. Let's crack on. Right, what I've done for now, I've just put the oil pressure switch back in. For now, what I've done, I put a load of copperies around it, so at least it won't fight me coming out again when I get the new one. So that's good. It's only temporary, but obviously I've got to plug the hole at the end of the day. I've got an oil filter on there. Just got to put some more in it. Sorted. Right, next day, I was having to think last night why that oil filter may have been empty because obviously, well, it was upside down, and obviously most of it is drained back down into the sump. I'm quite surprised at that. I know these, I've heard that the Fram filters aren't all that great at retaining the oil in the filter, so that's probably why most of it was empty, but you'd have thought there would have been something in there. Anyway, right, oil, let's fill her up. Right, what I use is this 2050. It's by Rye Oil, and they're down in Kent, so if you live in Britain then you can get this posted up. But the the main thing about this is that it's got the zinc in it. That's what you want. It's good stuff. It's got plenty of the old dinosaurs in it, which is good. So I've checked online, and it's about 3.5–4 litres to top up. So, or it's like 3.5 quarts, and then another quart if you've got an oil filter change. So I'm going to put in 4 litres, 3.5 litres. I'm going to turn her over. I'm not going to start it, because obviously I want the oil filter to fill up before it starts getting round. So I should just turn that over, but without the spark, as it were. So, right, let's crack on. Let's pour in a load of dinosaurs, as you do. Right, that's about 3 litres in there at the moment. Yep. Right, let's give that a turn over, just to fill up the oil filter, and go from there. Right, let's try out this homemade starter kit. Let's see if this works. Here goes, nothing. Works, that's good. I don't want to keep turning that over and turning it over and that lot, because obviously there's no oil getting up yet, so I want to do it gradually, slowly, to fill up the oil filter. And to build up the oil pressure, obviously. Right, let's turn the ignition on and see how we get on, shall we? Oil light is out, that's good. Gone straight out. State of this, look at this. Look at the fuel. That's piddling out fuel down there, that's no good. Go turn it off. Ah dear, that's chucking out fuel from somewhere. It's all wet down here. That's wet through. I know the carburetor needs a rebuild kit, because that's spilling a bit from down there somewhere. Gaskets are obviously naff, but never mind, it is what it is. Get a rebuild kit for that. I think it's Holly, was it 1902 or 1907 or something like that. So yeah, not impressed with that. This thing is as loose as you like. I did actually, that's on maximum 5. I turned that down to, that's 0. I turned that down to about 2, so whether that's why, whether it's because I turned it down, it's shown up a leak, I don't know, but I certainly want to get a proper lift pump, let's put it that way. Right, let that settle and I'll check the oil. Right, after much messing about with this, what I've done, I've taken it off. I've tightened all these joints and everything, but it is still there. You've just seen it drip. It's pissing out of there. I've tightened this up. It's coming out from under here. It's basically knackered. It's kaput. It's had it. So I think when I order the parts, I'm definitely going back to a lift pump. I don't like these electric fuel pumps. They're okay for, you know, like pumping out of a can or something like that, but no. I'm just using up what's in the carb. Just run the float bowl dry. She goes, lovely. Oh, she's empty. Sort of, George. Right, I've just come up underneath to try and find the wire for the fuel sender. I can't see it anywhere, unfortunately. Looks like we want some new shocks. This fuel line here is a bit on the perished side. I can see it start cracking there. There's the return to the tank, and that's obviously the return pipe, and that's the original fuel pipe, hence obviously they come back and down, which is what we saw the other day, and that's the new fuel line going up in. So right, well, I can't find the light, so sorry, I can't find the fuel sender wire, so let's have a nose in the trunk. Okay, trunk. Well, I found a blue wire here that has been cut. I need to find out whereabouts that is going in there. In fact, I might be able to do it. Is that going into the wiring loom? I don't know, I can't see. Looks like it. If I do it like that, it saves me climbing into the trunk. And a bit of plop going on over here. It is what it is. A bit of a piss poor repair down there, but never mind. I've noticed as well that there's a wire here that's broke. Never mind. Bit of plop going on in there. Never mind. This end's all right. Aha, there's the tube for the other vent for the heater. Jack, it's all there, that's good. It's quite solid. Put that up underneath there, turn around, and she's nice and solid up underneath here as well. Bit of surface, naturally, obviously, as you do. Sorted. Right, I think, to be fair, it is that. I am 99.9% sure it's the blue wire that goes to the fuel sender. So I will double check that. I'll have a look, because there's the grommet for it to go down by the looks of it. Yep. Yeah, that's more than likely the grommet where it goes. So yeah. Does that work? I doubt it. Oh, there is a bulb in there. Right, okay, let's stop messing about and let's get a connector on it, shall we? Right, I've just watched the video back. Yes, the blue wire does go into the loom. Obviously, I couldn't see properly. And whilst watching it back, I noticed we've got the build sheet. So that's a nice surprise. That's good. This car gets better and better, I tell you. Yeah, look at this underneath the trunk lid. Solid, lovely. Look at this. Aye. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Solid as you like. Lovely. Down the back gullies, look at it. This little girl gets better and better and better. Really pleased. Oh, I thought it was surface, then it's not, it's dirt. Right. Let's crack on and do a few connectors, shall we? Right, connection done there. What I've done from the fuel sender wire, I've just connected that up, run it through the trunk to the actual sender. Right, let's go and put the battery on and see if it works. Right, your guess is as good as mine. I'll keep my fingers crossed that this works. Here we go. Oh, we got movement. Haha. Turn it off and then she goes back down again. I know there's not a lot of fuel in there, but oh, sorted. Oh, that's great. Oh, let's zoom. Let's do that again. On. There she goes. She's working. Great. Oh, that's good news. Brilliant. Oh, sorted, George. Right, I'll wind that up properly now. The other way to test it is if you actually earth the wire, which I've just done now, and let's see if that should hopefully go all the way up. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Because I've earthed it out, look, it's going all the way up. That's banging. Sorted, George. Lovely. Brilliant. Okay, connection is on. And going up through the floor. And that's that connector done as well. So what I'll do is when I take these back seats out, I'll tidy that up and take that connection down the back there somewhere. So I'll tidy that up. Sorted, George. Right. There you go. Right, guys, I think I'll call it there for this video. Thanks ever so much for watching, appreciate it. At least we've got the oil change, the fuel gauge works now, that's good. Nice to know I've got to get another oil oil pressure switch. Saves ordering everything, and then you got to go and get something else. Never mind, it is what it is. Yeah, so appreciate watching. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'll see you on the next one. Sorted, George.